Hello everybody, and welcome to the Sinking Ship Simulator. My name is Stardust0123, and I will be your captain for the day, and I will do all of the mandatory sinking and stuff required to play this game correctly, which basically means that you just gotta have a whole ton of fun at like a slow amount of FPS because your hard drive is really poor, and chill out with it. Look at that ship sink. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. This is the Sinking Ship Simulator, where we're going to be testing out the most massive and ultimately courageous ships I have ever constructed, and also that Canada Goose has also invented a new form of tool in the game too, which we'll check out. This is just a base design for something I used later on in this episode. You'll see it. It's near the end. It's pretty awesome. So, yeah, let's start off with Canada Goose's awesome creation, apparently. I told him to build the largest ship ever, and this is what we ended up with. I don't know if I should be disappointed or I should be proud, but, yeah. This is just a really interesting ship, which Canada Goose doesn't really know much about building ships to begin with. And look at this attack move in 3, 2, 1. Well, everybody, that was the Dubstep Attack. That was invented by Canada Goose and his awesome efforts in building the absolutely most bizarre creations ever. And it's just I don't know where he went with this. This design went terribly wrong, and he just never fixed it, and the stuff is just bizarre, and like the compartments he built are just strange, and you know, it's just kind of messed up. Okay, now in a lot of my comments, you guys ask, how do I zoom in? Use the scroll wheel. You can zoom in really far with the scroll wheel. You do is you just zoom in and zoom out, okay? Just use your scroll wheel. Just keep pressing it forward. Or in, like, whatever direction this is. Forward, up, down? I mean, like, you can go really far into zoom in this game. Look at that zoom. Look at that level of zoom. Oh crap, I'm too far. Look at that. Okay, yeah, anyway. Let us load up another ship. Well, we're going back to what I designed right here. This is what you saw at the beginning of the episode. It was just kind of a test, you know. It's nothing fancy finished. It was just kind of like a long frame, and I was like, yeah, I could use this for maybe something like a really large Titanic design, or you know, you guys wouldn't know me. You don't think I would go and try to build something larger than I would the last time. Would you? Are you on to me? I don't know. So let me show you what I just recently constructed. It doesn't have an official name yet. Right now it's called Longer. But I call it the Mega Cruise Liner. The Daedalus of ships. The Frigate. What are some fancy names? The Marauder, the ultimate workhorse of the fleet. If Cunard Line had one of these things, well, they'd probably want to sell it because it's like a super hazard. I mean, look at those cables whipping around in the front. That looks particularly dangerous, and they don't actually do all that much. So, yeah, this is the newest ship I've designed. I think it went pretty well. It's a pretty strong ship, I can tell you that. Although she does have her issues at times with, like, just staying upright. It's a mixed story. Yeah, don't ask what's going back here with the wire towers, because I really have no idea what's going on either. So let's just simulate an iceberg. We'll just puncture one of these, and we will watch as it fills with water, just like always. Actually, we'll puncture 2. I'm feeling optimistic today. Puncture 2, will it sink? Nah, it can't sink. It's It's a super ship by Cunard. No ships by Cunard ever sank. Titanic. Britannic. Yeah. Cunard, White Star Line, and they just never had any good days back then. Ships seemed to sink out of the blue all the time. So yeah, those compartments seem to be punctured. Let's puncture a third and a fourth one and see if this takes down the ship. I'm sure if we left this enough, it would sink. I mean, all ships are... Not all ships are like that. And, well, it's just not really realistic in this game because it'll flood, like, above the waterline, but it's being more realistic now. The ship is very heavy because it contains a lot of hull, so it does a decent job of staying rigid for its size. I mean, this thing is colossally large. I mean, the Titanic only had, like, I don't know, 16 compartments? Or no, the one in this game only has, like, 5. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This thing has over 20 compartments in it. This is a huge ship. This thing is like the Empire State Building flipped on its side. And airtight. Yeah. That's just the level of awesome this ship is. Well, it's nice to think that 4 little puncture holes like that can take down this huge thing. Yeah. Either I'm going with something's up with how real the game is, or I'm just a really, really awful ship designer. Which, you know, I'd be willing to believe both of those things are true, but not just one of them. Not just one of them. Okay. So yeah, we're screwed. Basically, the hull has begun to sink, which means that this is going to dip down and this is going to continuously fill up, but the hull here will stay relatively dry throughout because it is completely airtight to the rest of the ship. I mean, besides where these 4 holes are now, and unless something else were to puncture it, it'll just kind of stay like it is. So yes, we're watching the ship sink. Look at that front go in the water. It's like something that goes in the water, like a ship. Should I hurry this along? I won't hurry it along, because I'm having a good time just talking with you guys. So, what I want to do is I want to talk about what's going up on the channel soon. Apparently, the Canadian Goose is doing something cool, and I don't know, he was creating thumbnails earlier today. Well, because I was helping him, because he has no idea what he's doing. So, you know, I was like, you know, why not just help out a Canadian Goose every once in a while, so... Yep, we did that. We got our new headphones. Those are kind of awesome. You can't even hear yourself talk. Well, you can hear yourself talk when you're saying it, but not that well. So, hopefully we'll hear things better or something. I don't know. They look awesome, though. Compared to our last headphones, it's like, it looks the same as our last headphones if you added a whole ton of padding to it. It just looks like a padded version of what we had, and kind of built out of a better plastic. Audio-Technica's ATH M30s. I recommend them. They're only $50. They haven't broke on me yet. You know, they're not uncomfortable. I mean, just like new headphones, you always gotta break them in anyway. Not literally break them. I mean, just like get used to them. This ship is taking actually quite a while to sink. If you ask me, it'll do it. It'll sink. This baby will sink. And we're already seeing her begin to fail up here and whatever these things at the top are called. Smokestacks. Towers, steam vents. I feel like I should have added a 5th one back here. Instead, I just added whatever the heck this is, which, like, wobbles over and falls over. Yep. And then these ropes really don't... Only these sets of ropes do that much. These two don't really do much. I mean, maybe these will do something at some point, but not really seeing it happen. Come on, there she's going. She's going underwater like a boat. She is a boat. She's sinking, though. She still needs a name, so if you guys want to name the ship and download it, please leave it in the description, because I'd be more than happy to give it an official name. It'll probably end up being something like the USS Gonna Flap Over, or the USS Doomed to Sink. No, don't get it? Okay, USS Flipped State Building. No? No? Is that... No, how come no one finds my jokes funny? Anyway, back to the ship sinking side of things. Half of the ship is not looking very well, and the back is beginning to lift out of the water because the sonar system, don't ask, and the propeller are lifting into the... Never mind, they're going back in the water. They should be lifting in the air. What just happened? Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, just so you know, the game does start to lag when you get ships this big. I have no idea why, but... Well, it's probably just because the simulator's not that optimized. Also, ships are prone to just jiggle themselves to death on occasion. I mean, no longer will your ships disappear. I think they're just more likely to jiggle now. That's still a pretty big bug, so... Things I'm hoping to see in the next version of this game are rigidity and the jiggle dubstep fix. The Dubstep Attack fix, because dubstep attacking is actually pretty annoying. And it happens to the best of us, but... Yeah, this ship is doomed. I hope everybody is already on a lifeboat because there's not going to be that much time to escape after this ship goes haywire. Because, well, yeah, I'd assume there's already a lot of dead people right now who got trapped in their bed because it is, like, nighttime. Actually, I was going to start off this episode by grabbing the ship and propelling it forward like it was actually moving along. But as you can see how well that turned out, I think that would actually... crash my game if I attempted to do that. I'm trying to do it right now. Nothing is really moving though, because half of it's underwater. I'm probably just causing the ship to break apart more. Yeah, maybe next time I should do that. I should have the ship moving at a good speed, and then I should start sinking it and see what happens. Although that might be very painstakingly slow too. I guess we'll have to see next time we do something like that. Yep. As you can see, the ship is a lot bigger than you'd actually think it is because there is all of these here. The ship is just so big. I mean, you could fit like 2 of the developer Titanics in here. That's just how large it is. It's massive compared to anything you've ever seen before. Maybe not 2, maybe like 1.5. 1.75 of them? Yeah, that sounds about right. It's going under. It is going under. Oh my gosh, everybody scream and run for your lives because you're all about to die. The ship is like ripping in half right now. That is probably not good news for anybody on board. Oh my gosh. Okay, and the ship is now in 2 pieces. Yep. This isn't good. The compartments are going to start flooding. Everything's going haywire. Everybody run for your lives. The ship may dubstep itself to death. Because death by dubstep is the best way to go down. Here we go. This is Sinking Ship Simulator, everybody. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna drown to death. The captain is, like, long since dead because he was all the way in here. He's, like, the first one to die. We're all gonna die, man. Or people. Or girls. I don't know who's watching this. Still, my number 1 age demographic is, like, 50-year-old white men. Don't ask. Okay, ship is going down. Ship is going down. Shipping going down. Fire an alarm. Actually, we probably should have been sounding an alarm way earlier than this. If you're just now sounding an alarm when the ship is already torn in half, it's a little bit late. Like, a lot late. I don't know why I'm giving everybody, shipping skills. Shipping skills? No. It'd be like seafaring rules? Oh my gosh, death by dubstep's about to occur. Yeah, I don't know why I should be giving everybody it, because I've never really captained a boat before. I feel like I'm not using the right terminology for half these words. Captained a boat? Piloted a boat? You pilot a boat? You pilot a plane like you pilot a boat? I don't know, because sometimes I think that, like, piloting a boat would be about the same as piloting a dubstep song, because that's just what this boat wants to do all day long. It just wants to dubstep itself. This thing is, like, dubstep extreme right now. It will stop at nothing to use dubstep to its advantage. It dubsteps in every way possible. This is taking a party boat to a whole new level. How did this not sink yet? Seriously, it's just like hanging above the surface here. Is the ship that buoyant? Here, let me turn down the buoyancy one more and see if the thing slips under. No, apparently all of you can go out and escape now because the ship is being kind of a noob. It's going down slowly. This one is using dubstep. Okay, somebody turned up the music a bit loud. Look at all of these ropes. Oh my gosh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I created? This just looks weird. Look at that. The ship is just going at it. I want to sink this thing just to put it out of its misery. This just looks so sad. Why is this not, like... Come on, sink. Sink already, will you? Thank you. This one's going on. Jack and Rose, well, I don't know why they'd be on this Titanic, because they died, like, in the first episode, which is, like, 7 previous Sinking Ship Simulator episodes. I've made a lot of these things now. Like, my top 10 videos are just Sinking Ship Simulator, Sinking Ship Simulator, Ship Sinking Simulator, Ship Sinking Simulator, Sinking Ship Simulator. It's just this weird list that continues to grow of Sinking Ship Simulator games, and I know you guys like Sinking Ship Simulator, Ship Sinking Simulator, and that's why I keep doing more and more of it. It's just because you guys like it. And it gets lots of views and lots of subs, and, you know, why not do what you guys like? Because, I mean, you guys pretty much own the channel. Well, I mean, I own the channel, but, like, you guys are, like, you make the channel happen. You are the people who will me to have this channel. You will me to dubstep out of the house. Okay, that was a really bad joke. You will me to make these videos. Okay, I'm just gonna kill the ship now before I have to live with any more of it. It should implode anyway, you know, just out of... Okay. And as soon as that dips down, we're gonna call that it. So, if you guys like this Sinking Ship Simulator episode, please post comments in the description. Rate, comment. I just said to comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I, like always, will see you guys with more Sinking Ship Simulator in about 1 to 5 weeks. Hooray!